Topic in this chapter is Roman numerals. So Roman numerals, children. So how can we write the numbers? How can we write the numbers and how can we form different numbers? So we will form different numbers by using the combination of 9 digits. That means 10 digits. So we will write the different numbers, that is 1. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. So children, these are called digits. So these are called digits. So we have 10 digits total and we will use the combination of these digits and write different numbers. So we will write different numbers by using the combination of digits. So and we can form any number by using these 10 digits. So with the help of 10 digits, we can write any number and any large number. So this numbers is called Hindu-Arabic system. So number system we are presently using is called Hindu-Arabic system. So Hindu-Arabic system. So this is called Hindu-Arabic system. And in the Hindu-Arabic system, we have total 10 digits. And by using these 10 digits, we can write any number. That means we can form any number by using the combination of these 10 digits. And this system and these digits and numbers are called Hindu-Arabic system. But children, in ancient times, that means especially Romans, those ancient Romans particularly used 7 symbols to write the numbers. So they have used 7 symbols to write the numbers and they have used the combination of those 7 symbols and they have written large numbers up to 999. For example, the Roman numerals are, so Roman numerals. So the 7 symbols are called Roman numerals. So the ancient Romans used 7 symbols to write the numbers. So those symbols are called Roman numerals. Let us see what they are. So the Roman numerals are total 7. So they are I and V, X, L, C, D and M. So children, so these are the 7 symbols which are used by ancient Romans to write the different numbers. They have used the combination of these symbols and they write the numbers. So that's why these are called Roman numerals, since these are used by ancient Romans. So children, but these have a least importance. That's why these Roman numerals are used only in a few situations in our daily life. So can you tell me, where do you observe these Roman numerals in our daily life? So for example, if you take some wall clocks, so in some wall clocks, you will observe these symbols. And if you observe your classrooms, you will observe these symbols for using your standard. That means first standard, second standard and fourth standard. So for expressing your standard, that means for expressing your class studying. So some classes, some schools will use these symbols. So that's why, so because of these least importance, we will use these Roman numerals in only few situations in our daily life. And so they have least importance. So that's why we does not use these Roman numerals in more situations. So let us see the equivalent symbols for these Roman numerals in Hindu-Arabic system. So what is I means? So what is the value of I in the Hindu-Arabic system? And what is the value of V in Hindu-Arabic system? So let us see the equivalent values in Hindu-Arabic system. So these are Roman numerals and let us see the equivalent values for these Roman numerals. So whereas in Hindu-Arabic system, so I means 1. So I means 1, V means 5, and X means 10. So L means 50, C means 100, and D means 500, and M means 1000. So children, so these are the symbols in the Roman system, and these are the equivalent numbers for the Roman numerals in Hindu Arabic system. So this is about Roman numerals and Hindu Arabic system. So now you have to keep in remember, so for these 7 Roman symbols and their equivalent Hindu Arabic system. So children, this is about Roman numerals. So the Romans used the combination of these 7 symbols and they write the numbers in Hindu Arabic system. So especially, very particularly, they have written the numbers up to 39 just by using the 3 symbols. So they have written 39, up to 39 numbers just by using first 3 symbols, that is I, V and X. So by using 3 symbols, they have written up to 39. So this is about Roman numerals. So let us practice some more problems and let us understand what are the rules in Roman numerals while expressing them in Hindu Arabic system. So what are the rules in Roman system? So what are the rules we have to use while writing Hindu Arabic system? So there are some rules while converting Roman numerals into Hindu Arabic system. So the first rule is rule number 1. So what is the rule number 1? So rule number 1 is, so if we repeat any number, so if we repeat any symbol, that means addition. So repeat means addition. So if we repeat any symbol in these Roman numerals, now then we have to make addition. So repeat means addition. For example, I. So here I is repeated 2 times. That means you have to add these 2 values. So I means 1 and another I means 1. Now you have to add 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. In the same way, V. Here the V is repeated 2 times. If any symbol is repeated, that means we have to make addition. So here V is repeated 2 times. So V means 5 and V means 5 and we have to make addition. So 5 plus 5, 10. In the same way, X. So here X is repeated 2 times. If X is repeated 3 times, for example, X. Here X is repeated 3 times. If any symbol is repeated, then it means addition. So X means 10, 10 plus 10 plus 10. So here X is repeated 3 times. Now we have to add 10 3 times. 10 plus 10 plus 10 becomes 30. So children, this is the first rule while converting Roman numerals into Hindu Arabic system. So if any numeral is repeated, we have to make addition. And children, keep one more point. So this I and X cannot be repeated more than 3 times. So children, so I and X cannot be repeated more than 3 times. That means 4X repeated should not be written like this. That means X should not be repeated 4 times. So only I and X should be repeated 3 times only. So next, rule number 2. So what is rule number 2? So children, if smaller symbol is written on the right side of the bigger value, that means if smaller value is written on the right side of the bigger value, then we have to make addition. For example, here VI. Children, I is the smaller value and v is the bigger value, and the smaller value I is written on the right side of the bigger value. So if the smaller value is written on the right side of the bigger value, then we have to add these two symbols. That means v means 5, I means 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So in the same way, cx. Here x is the smaller value and c is the bigger value. Is the smaller value is written on the right side of the bigger value. Then we have to add two symbols. So c means 100, x means 10. That means 110. So children, so see another one, xv. So here v is the smaller value and x is the bigger value. Here the smaller value v is written on the right side of the bigger value. Now we have to add these two symbols. So that's why x means 10 and v means 5. 10 plus 5, 15. So children, this is the rule number 2. And see another rule, that is rule number 4. So rule number 4. So what is rule number 3? What is rule number 3? So children, if the smaller value is written on the left side of the bigger value, then we have to subtract that smaller value from the bigger value. So if the smaller value is written on the left side of bigger value, so left side of bigger value, then we have to make subtraction. So let us see an example. For example, ix. So children, here I is the smaller value, x is the bigger value, and I smaller value is written on the left side of bigger value. Now we have to make a subtraction of these smaller value from the bigger value. So we have to subtract smaller value from the bigger value. So bigger value x means 10 and smaller value I means 1. So subtract 1 from 10, we will get 9. So let us see one more example. So vx. So children, x is the bigger value, v is the smaller value. Here the smaller value v is written on the left side of the bigger value. Now we have to make subtraction. That means we have to subtract smaller value v from the bigger value x. So x means 10 and v means 5. So subtract 5 minus from 10, we will get 10 minus 5, 5. So children, in the same way, IV. So children, here V is the bigger value and I is the smaller value. The smaller value I is written on the left side of the bigger value. That's why we have to subtract I from V. That means V means 5 and I means 1. So subtract 1 from 5, we will get 4. So children, so this is rule number 3. Next, rule number 4. So rule number 4. So what is rule number 4? Children, listen carefully. So if a value is placed in between the values of its greater value. So if a value is placed in between the numbers having its greater value, then we have to subtract it from the value present on the right side. So children, let us see. So here V. Children, here I is the smaller value and this smaller value is placed in between its bigger values V and V. If a smaller value is placed in between the bigger values, we have to subtract that smaller value from the symbol present on its right side. So that's why, so here V means 5 and we have to subtract this smaller value I from its value present on the right side. Here V is 5 and I means 5. 5 minus 1, 4. That means 5 minus 1. So children, so listen carefully. Here V means 5 and we have to subtract. So this is I from the V. That means V means 5 and 5 minus 1, 4. That is 5 plus 4. So this is an example. So children, so let us see one more example. So for example, X, I, V. So here I is the smaller value and the smaller value is placed in between its bigger values. So X is bigger than I and V is bigger than I. So if a smaller value is placed in between its bigger values, now subtract the smaller value from the bigger value present on its right side. So subtract the smaller value from the bigger value present on its right side. So the left side value should be written as the same. X means 10 plus, and V means 5, I means 1. I should be subtracted from V. That means 5 minus 1. So that becomes 10 plus 5 minus 1, 4. So 10 plus 4 becomes 14. So this value becomes 14. So children, so these are the 4 rules we have to keep in mind while converting these Roman numerals into Hindu-Arabic system. So let us practice some problems on conversion of Roman numerals into Hindu-Arabic numerals in exercise part.